Tim, last name Warzeka, Warzecha, and I'm a project management executive.
Okay, so Tim, first, kind of talk to me about the process. This isn't something you guys dream up overnight.
Now, the process is multi-year, and it really involves a lot of research. As an example, our Imagineering team went to Morocco and Turkey just to understand how architecture is built, what the souk looks like, and the authentic details that you would find in those environments.
Okay. And there's a lot of stuff to look at. It's very immersive for, once you leave the one part of the park and come in to Galaxy's Edge, it's very immersive. Is there something when you walk by that you're like, man, that still impresses me that we pulled that off?
I would have to think that anyone that sees the Millennium Falcon for the first time, it's a life-size ship. It's amazing. It's breathtaking. We've had guests kind of drop to their knees and just like, oh my God, it's real. And that's just such a great experience for us to get to see that and see our guests really enjoying what we built for them.
Okay. And if you're a Star Wars fan, what are the top 3 things that you think they're going to want to see for sure?
Obviously the Falcon, that's just beyond expectations. I think also the Cantina, Olga's Cantina, where you can go and sit and see DJ Rex kind of spin is kind of cool. And just the atmosphere in there is just so intimate and so many details, and it's just very rich. From a third standpoint, I would have to say Star Wars Rise of the Resistance when it opens on December 5th. It's beyond expectations. It's the most immersive attraction that we've ever done before. And I think our Star Wars guests and fans will really appreciate the level of detail that we went through.
I'll say I went in there on one of the first tours, and the group, when they walked us into one room, everyone just said, whoa.
There's a phrase that we like to use here in Imagineering. It's eyes up, jaws down. And that experience really gives you that. You look up because the space is so big. You see all the stormtroopers in front of you, and you're like, wow, this is real, this exists, I am here. It's a great experience.
What about, I hear these people exist, but apparently there's some people that aren't Star Wars fans.
What?
I know.
Really?
I know.
Come on.
But they're still going to enjoy this too. What are 3 things that you think that people that maybe aren't into the movies and the details will really enjoy about this land?
One, it's such an immersive experience. It takes you out of your real life and puts you into this environment. And everything you see, you smell, you touch, it's real. And I think our guest really appreciates what Walt Disney Imagineering does and the level of effort that we do to bring that level of immersion to our guests. I think the food is also something that is really unique here. One of the things we do with the Imagineers is we work with our chefs here and we develop what you eat. And there's a story behind everything. So something may taste familiar, but we're going to make sure it's in story and character. So when you go into the cantina, again, it looks unusual. You're not sure you want to taste it, but it's like, wow, this is what it says it is. So it's great. And then I think, again, the Olga's Cantina, to be able to go in there and just experience that, even for someone who doesn't know our history of the films, that's just an interesting, immersive experience.
Is there anything else that you want to share about the project that maybe I didn't ask you about?
I think it has to do with storytelling and the amount of detail that our Imagineers go into. As I mentioned, we went to Morocco and Turkey to understand the layers of detail that you see here. How are the walls built? What's the character? What's the paint look like? The overhead wires that you see behind me, that's really authentic. That's storytelling. So every viewpoint that you see, there's a reason behind it. Very well thought out.
And then, Tim, the other question I had was, how involved was Lucasfilms in this process?
Lucasfilms is our partner. So as an Imagineering team, we partnered directly with them. We had the opportunity to go to George Lucas's private archive and look through all of his research, his documentation, and understand what design development he went through. We also had the opportunity to go to some of the sets on the films so we could look behind the scenes and understand how things are built, what the fine details. We even got to see some of the costumes and props from the original film. So it's a true partnership, which is something we always try to achieve on whatever content we're developing.
I mean, that's an opportunity that most of us will never have to go. What is is that like seeing it here? Is it pretty?
I think it's like our guests coming here for the first time. For us to walk in to the Lucasfilm and go on a film set, that's childhood dreams coming true for us. You know, we grew up wanting to know more about the film industry, about these great content, and to be able to participate and partner with someone like George Lucas, that's a dream come true.
Thank you so